Testing is complete for another year, which means the new season is soon upon us as the drivers take to the Bahrain International Circuit once again next weekend for the first race of the 2024 season. But before that, let's take a look back at today's action from the third and final day of testing. Ferrari will probably leave the circuit this week as one of the happier teams if you're basing everything solely on the leaderboard after they topped both Thursday and Friday sessions. Charles Leclerc was fastest today as the fast soft compound tyre laps began to be set as the day ran towards its conclusion. And to throw in the usual caveat that this is only pre-season testing, it should be noted that Charles Leclerc's fastest time was set on the C4 compounded tyres, which will not be used next weekend at the Bahrain Grand Prix, and those tyres are a significant step softer than the C3 compound that Max Verstappen used to set his fastest time, which was 4th overall. Another track issue caused the day's running to be halted for a considerable amount of time, with the lunch break on Friday being scrapped in favour of there being one continuous session when action got back underway. Yesterday we saw Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton run over the curb at turn 11, causing it to dislodge, and today it was a drain cover that came loose, Sergio Perez both the culprit and the victim. Ahead of next weekend's Bahrain Grand Prix, the drain covers will be filled in with concrete and painted to match the location around the circuit. Now this all sounds good as long as it doesn't rain. McLaren would have hoped for their test to run a lot smoother than it did, with issues cropping up once again today that limited the amount of running that they were able to do. It was a clutch issue this time for Norris, who missed an hour of running on Thursday after an issue at the rear of his car. He only managed 52 laps yesterday and only got 20 today as Oscar Piastri took over and completed 91 in the afternoon. This will have put McLaren on the back foot going into the new season. However, they are in a much better position than they were 12 months ago when they looked like they had a car that was fighting at the back of the midfield, whereas this season they look like they have a car that's going to be fighting at the very front of the midfield, if not even higher. But how did the leaderboard look at the end of the final day of testing? Well, Charles Leclerc was fastest, with George Russell and Zhou Guanyu taking second and third place. Max Verstappen was 4th fastest, while Yuki Tsunoda ended the day in 5th place after running in P3 for some of the final hour. So that's testing done and dusted for another season. Competitive racing action returns next weekend with the Bahrain Grand Prix, but first we got 3 hours of practice and then we have qualifying where we will get to see these cars at their true potential for the first time this season. Has anyone been sandbagging? Well, I guess we'll have to wait until next week to find that out for sure, but that's all we have time for in today's video. Thanks for watching and hope you can join us in the next one. Goodbye.